Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Flynn and I am the owner and maker of Flynn Sisters Boutique. And today I'm going to show you how I created these adorable acrylic trays using patterned vinyl and some glitter. They're so simple and easy to make, and I think they make the cutest gifts. They're really quick too. So if you wanted to get one of these done in time for Christmas as a gift or a hostess gift or something, you've got plenty of time. Oh my gosh, I am just so obsessed with these. I made 3 for this video because I had so much fun with these. So you're going to find all the products that you see in this video listed and linked down below in the description box. You might even find some discount codes for you there as well. So that's enough chit chat for me. Let's go ahead and get started. Guys, here we go. So first things first, you're going to want to pick out your acrylic tray. They come in all different shapes and sizes on Amazon. I'm going to have my favorites linked down below in the description box. And then you're going to want to pick out your patterned vinyl, which really seems like a life or death decision. It took me so long to decide which ones I wanted. There's just so many different beautiful patterns. All right, and you're going to want to turn your tray upside down and measure the inside of the tray, okay? So the space in between the lips of the tray, if that makes sense. A kind of rule of thumb that I had for myself was cut my vinyl about a 1/2 inch smaller than my tray. So if I have a 10 by 10 tray, I'm going to cut my vinyl at 9.5 by 9.5, okay? And I would recommend not using your paper trimmer for this and instead using a ruler and a cutting mat just to make sure that you get everything super straight. I don't know why, but I can never get perfectly straight lines with my paper trimmer. And with this, I can just really line up on those ruler lines there and make sure that I have a true square once I'm done cutting, okay? And I will link the cutting mat that I'm using as well as the ruler down below in the description box because I absolutely love it. All right, so once I got my vinyl cut really nicely, I'm going to prep my tray by spraying it with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, wiping it really clean with a paper towel, and then I'll use some tack cloth just to pick up any kind of lint or debris that might be down there. We want to make sure that this is super clean so it doesn't leave any like dents and things in our vinyl, okay? All right, and we're also going to run our tack cloth along the front and back of our vinyl and our cutting mat just to really go the extra mile to make sure we don't have any kind of debris that will give us any kind of unwanted bumps or things later on, okay? And then once I'm ready to apply my vinyl to my tray, what you're going to want to do is just fold back about 1 inch of the paper backing from your vinyl. And we're going to use that 1 inch of exposed adhesive vinyl as our anchor before we get started. All right. So once we have that side peeled back, we're just going to very carefully rest the opposite side of our vinyl into one end of the tray. And then we'll gently kind of position things, make sure everything's nice and straight before we anchor down that 1 inch exposed side, and then we'll smooth that out first. Once I have that all smoothed out and ready to go, I'll grab my vinyl scraper and use that to press down the remainder of my vinyl, and also using the vinyl scraper to push back the paper backing. Notice that I'm not peeling back the paper backing myself. I'm more so using that vinyl scraper to push it off as I'm pressing the vinyl onto the tray. Being careful to not get any kind of wrinkles. If you do, just pull up gently and then press back down. Okay, and don't worry too much if you have some stubborn bubbles. We can go back with our craft knife and fix those later. Also helps if you have a wider vinyl scraper like this white one that I have here. I will link a similar one down in the description box. It makes doing these trays an absolute breeze. All right, and then after we get our vinyl applied, I'm just going to go around with a sharp craft knife to pop any bubbles left in my vinyl and smooth them out with my finger. If you plan on coating these with glitter in your epoxy later, the bubbles aren't really so much of an issue too much. So don't worry if it's not completely perfect, okay? Here's the little valet tray that I did. This is something that I would use as like a vanity tray for perfume or maybe for a key tray. All right, and I just did this one in the exact same way, but I want to show you how easy these are, especially with these smaller ones. I did this in the same exact way, cut the vinyl to size, exposed just an inch of vinyl there, and then using my large vinyl scraper, I'm just going to press it onto my tray and using the vinyl scraper to push back that paper backing. I'm not actually pulling the paper backing off myself. Like that literally took me probably 2 minutes, and look at how cute. I'm so obsessed. So cute. All right, and then to seal this in, we're going to be using 8 ounces of epoxy. I've already mixed it. If you're using a smaller tray, obviously you wouldn't need as much. I just wanted to show you guys what a 12 by 12 tray would need. So again, this is 8 ounces of mixed epoxy resin, and I've poured in about a teaspoon of glitter, which I think was a little bit too much. This is an extra fine kind of silver and gold mix. It's called Silver Bells. And I think it's just the perfect glitter to add a little sparkle and shine to a project like this. All right, and you're just gonna pour all of that in really carefully, making sure to avoid the sides. And then I'll just use gravity to kind of let it spread out a bit. With a piece this large, you may need to use your stir stick or your butter spreader to get everything spread out to all 4 corners there. Once we've got all the epoxy poured, I'm just gonna hit it with my torch really quick to pop any bubbles. And then I'm going to let this sit to dry. I am using a fast setting epoxy from Alumilite, so these will be decal ready in about 3 to 4 hours at the very most. All right, make sure that wherever you set these to dry, they aren't vulnerable to any kind of dust or debris that may fall into them, and they also need to be on a very level surface. So make sure you check that before you get started. And then as soon as that glitter epoxy layer has dried, I'm ready to apply a decal. If you weren't putting a glitter layer down, you probably could have put your decal right over that vinyl and then just epoxied over the whole thing in one fell swoop. But I didn't want glitter over my decal. All right. So anyway, I sized this decal to be about six-ish inches. I can't really remember. But what you're going to do is just lay your decal down like you would any other project, measure twice, so you just have to cut once, okay? Make sure that you have this perfectly centered on your piece. And then once you're confident that you have this positioned correctly, I like to use the hinge method to apply my decal. So I have a little bit of overhang of transfer paper here to help anchor one side while I apply from the other side. All right, so it's that easy. Look at how cute. I'll have this decal linked below. I think it's adorable. Perfect for this project. All right, and then once you get the decal on, you could just pour more epoxy right over this. Okay, I think the layer over this decal was maybe like 4 ounces for a 10 by 10 tray like this. All right, before I poured, I did do another little pass with my tack cloth there. All right, and then once I got this layer of epoxy poured, again, I just used gravity to kind of tilt the tray and get it to go edge to edge. Hit it with my torch and then put it in a level place to dry. For my final coat, I am using the Enhanced UV Protection Formula from Alumilite. This is the Amazing Clear Cast Plus. And this has UV protection in it, so it's going to stay bright and white for many years to come, especially with home decor pieces like this where they risk sitting in a sunny window or something like that. It's really important to have that long-lasting UV protection on projects like this. I will have a link and a discount on where you can get this epoxy resin down in the description box. Alright, and so I just let these dry for at least 24 hours before I messed with them. You probably want to let them sit for a full 72 hours before you gift them. But look at how cute! I made a little matching keychain for this one. I'm going to use it as a key valet, put like my keys and my AirPods and stuff in when I get home. Absolutely love it. So giftable. I love this idea. And here's the bigger ones. I'm going to give these to my neighbors as Christmas gifts. I just love how they came out. So quick and easy. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. And if you liked my video, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you make your own vinyl acrylic trays, please be sure to tag me so I can see. I love the projects that you guys come up with. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you again soon. And a big thank you to all of our Flynn Sisters exclusive members. Thank you for your pledge. Your support means the world to our channel. If you love this video, you could check out our last video here. Also be sure to find us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and of course subscribe for all our new videos that come out every Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.